In the last episode, we saw Hakuman kill Durayu's parents. This infuriates Ushio and he runs towards Hakuman to kill him. "You dare to oppose me," Hakuman says. Ushio cannot move. Hakuman attacks with his power and Tora counterattacks with his fire breath. The clash causes a massive explosion. Hakuman starts to destroy the city. Tora looks surprised as Hakuman didn't even notice him. Hakuman, after burning the village, just leaves the scene. Ushio sad as he thinks about all the times he was able to defend people all because of the beast spear. Tora says it wasn't your fault. He's an enemy who can stop my attacks easily. GMA regains consciousness and is asked about her family. Ushio can't say anything and so she knows what has happened. That a kill bell maker made a bell when he was ordered by Sean D. He used a dark method and even sacrificed his daughter to the gods and threw her in the fire, but Garayu only has his daughter and he does not want to lose her. GMA sits by the fire as she is willing to sacrifice herself to create the sword that will defeat Hakuman. She jumps in the fire, sacrificing herself. Garayu and Ushio try to help, but they cannot do anything. That is when Tora arrives, when both of them are in despair. Garayu confesses that he thought of that before, and that makes him a demon, and so the only thing he can do is forge a divine sword. Now that he thinks he's a demon, he's very furious at Hakuman and has so much hatred for him. Ushio wants to stop Garayu, but Tora stops him. He says, "There's only one thing that you can do right now, and that is to be with him until it ends." Garayu is even angrier, and his strikes get even harder as he misses GMA. Garayu says that he realizes what's gonna happen now. Garayu says that he's gonna become the spear as his hatred, and his entire being gets transferred into the spear. He'll search for Hakuman and fill that spear with hatred for monsters. But he tells Ushio that he's a good man, and he has the strength to not fear Hakuman and help the people from him. He says that Ushio's light will continue to shine even in the deepest darkness. While he'll become the spear of darkness, Garayu chooses him to be the wielder of the spear as he gets absorbed into the beast spear. Then it's inscribed on the spear that he'll be in Ushio's heart until Hakuman is defeated. The spear's blade was the GMA and the shift was Garayu. Tora thinks I'd destroy the spear now so that he'll have no weakness. GMA appears as the spear flies away and says that she was supposed to be the one who should reveal the secret of the spear and his mother. Just when GMA was going to reveal the secret of his mother, Tokusaki comes in and is going to take them back. GMA talks about how the spear searched for Hakuman and was unable to find him. The spear attacked yokais instead. The yokais tried to stop the spear, but they could not. The spear was sealed in a deep valley mountain, and every yokai turned into a sting and became a red cloud to seal it. The spear awaited the time it would be awakened until one man next came to visit the land. She wanted to kill Hakuman as she thought it was the only way to help her brother ascend to heaven. Only when the Hakuman was defeated will he be able to ascend to heaven. That is when she realized that the Hakuman had gone to Japan. She was reincarnated as Yuki when come and tried to destroy the country in 1160. Humans joined hands with the yokai to defeat the beast. Hakuman ran away, but the true danger was where he was hiding. Hakuman was hiding under the sea and the yokai could not attack him because the keystone supporting the pillars that hold the island would break as well and Japan would sink into the sea. A group of yokai came to attack Hakuman. You keep stopping them because of which they felt she had betrayed them. GMA said that the yokai are constantly trying to attack Hakuman, but he's single and when Yuki's power reached its limits, she chose Hazaki Makato as a successor for her, but 300 years later her power also reached the limit. She came across Hazaki Samako and chose her as the successor, so she's still at the bottom of the ocean. The lady knows that it is in Japan and she wants the cloth. That's when the old man says, "I'm afraid you're going to be disappointed." The lady attacks the old man and kills him in an instant. The lady says, "Maybe you've forgotten me after several centuries. I'm far more dangerous than the beast spear." The next day, Ushio is going to school. Everyone's happy to see him, but Nakamura starts fighting with him. Ushio feels good to be back. After school, Ushio was with Nakamura and Inoue. Tora is eating a hamburger and Inoue thanks Tora as he saved them. Tora says that he does not even realize that you guys were there. Nakamura invites Ushio for dinner, but he refuses as he wanted to spend time with his father. Ushio notices a kid about to get hit by a car as he was looking at an art. Ushio manages to save him, but the boy says, "Ushio, right?" Ushio reaches his house, but his father wasn't there and he had gone somewhere, which makes Ushio angry. Ushio thinks about the boy and that's when Tora tells him that he smells something like the beast spear from his bag. Someone comes to attack him and so they come out of the house as fast as possible. They see the same kid and he stops his beast. His name was Quinn. Ushio is surprised to see these two and then the kid tells him his name is Ushio, and he says that he's the successor of the Beast Spear. Shigure comes into the picture saying that he's found the successor to the Beast Spear. Oyakun says that they have found the successor to the Beast Spear. Oyakun says that there's no greater joy than to be alive to see this moment. I would love to see Ushio, after which I won't have any regrets left in this world. They feel a demonic presence gathering, to which Oyakun says that the time has come. The priest and everyone gather around as Karate and the avatar of the Hakuman appear in front of them. He's here to punish everyone and they seem worried. Meanwhile, Ushio asks Ushio if you're the successor of the Beast Spear, why are you doing this? Ushio says that he has come to take the burden off Ushio, and the Elzar Scythe and the queen is stronger than the Beast Spear. This makes Tora very angry, but Ushio stops him and then asks what he means. The coin says the owner is brainless and the pet dog becomes restless, Ushio replies. Hearing this, Tora attacks with his lightning power, but Koen deflects it easily. Shigure comes to the house and he's injured and tells Ushio to go and fight. The main temple has been attacked. Ushio gets ready to go while Ushio also knows Shigure, and so they together. Koen also leaves. Ushio asks Shigure about the fight. Shigure says that Hakuman's avatar and he can't contain it alone. Ushio's ready to face it, and Ushio also adds that they don't need the Beast Spear as they have the Elzar Scythe. Shigure says, "You're still on that nonsense?" At the temple, Karate is very strong, and so they use the full moon formation. It stops Karate, and that is when Shigure appears. Nigeria asks Shigure to take him to Oyakun. Oyakun has sealed Hakuman in the barrier for 300 years, and she and Ushio's mother shared the same blood. Ushio is scared to meet Oyakun, but he goes inside and realizes that he has seen her before. Looking at Ushio, Oyakun is sad as she had to leave her kids to seal Hakuman. Ushio folds his shirt as Oyakun says, "You can't catch a cold." "You're so nice," Ushio replies. "I wonder if my mom was like you." Oyakun says, "No, she's much nicer than I am." Oyakun thanks GMA for this moment. As the fight begins, Ushio goes out to attack a bit Karate, but his attacks are easily deflected. Koen and Tora are fighting. Ushio cannot do anything to Karate, and just when Karate is about to kill Ushio, Oyakun creates a barrier and saves Ushio. Karate makes fun of her as she says, "You underestimate me," and then attacks him with her powers. Karate is helpless as she slowly turns into stone. Ushio then jumps ahead to kill Karate with one slash. Tora punches Koen, to which Koen says, "You're the first one to ever lay a hand on me," and then leaves. But Oyakun loses her consciousness in the process. Ushio is very sad as he thinks if he was stronger he could have saved her. Oyakun says, "I'm counting on you, Ushio. His power is not enough to kill Hakuman, and you must work together with him to defeat Hakuman." She then dies. Everyone is sad looking at this. Oyakun's soul can be seen leaving her body as GMA comes to take her. The priest was shocked to see Kurio's power as she cut the monster down with a single blow. Shigure says that it wasn't her power alone that defeated them, but Nigeria stops him and praises Kurio. Ushio is very sad thinking about Oyakun while Kurio takes his victory lap, telling her mother about Nigeria and telling her that she'll be a great asset to the sect. Her mom says, "No one's going to be as strong as you." She then gives Kurio a hat which she has wanted for a long time. She says if they can still see the light, then they cannot be helped. The episode ends with Kurio's mother saying, "You might have to destroy the Beast Spear."